The SEDAT HR Conference 2026 is here. Western Region, are you ready? Join us on 30th April 2026 at the prestigious Western Serene Atlantic Hotel, Takoradi, for the 5th edition of the SEDAT HR Conference. This edition will discuss authentic employer branding, purpose, people, and public trust. Gain insight from Felicia Opoku Felicia, Head of HR and Administration, Taka Ghana, Kwame Afren, HR Manager, Talo Ghana Limited, and Mami Ekiagezi, Managing Partner, 565 Consulting. Keynote address from Honorable Joseph Nelson, Western Regional Minister, and our special guest of honor, Nana Kobina Nketia V, Oman Hidden of Isikado Traditional Area, and President of the Western Regional House of Chiefs. Are you a CEO, HR professional, corporate communication executive, business owner, or a corporate leader? Then this conference is for you. Registration is opened in person 1,150 Ghana cedis, virtual 1,250 Ghana cedis. To register, visit hrconference.sedatconsultlimited.com or call 0591405555. Transform your workplace, strengthen your people strategy, and lead with impact. This edition of the SEDAT HR Conference is brought to you by SEDAT Consult Limited in partnership with Western Serene Atlantic Hotel, Good News FM, Cambridge College of Excellence, Revia, My Health Corp, HR Network, SHRP, Sky Power, Humanova by 3S Technologies, and Women Incorporated. See you there. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching us. You're welcome to another insightful episode of the SEDAT HR Digest, brought to you by SEDAT Consult Limited, your trusted HR partner. Right, wherever you're watching us from, you can put in the comment section, let us know your name, where you're watching us from, and we'll be glad to let our audience know who you are, and we look forward to having an interesting conversation with you. Right, on today's episode, we will be speaking on building confidence in the workplace, and I have an amazing guest who will be joining us shortly. Before we get into the conversation, once again, this is the SEDAT HR Digest brought to you by SEDAT Consult Limited. If your organization is looking out for support in recruitment and talent acquisition, you can reach out to us. If you are looking out for training and development, you can reach out to us and we'll be willing to support you. If you are looking out for support in payroll and compensation and benefit management, you're looking out for support SEDAT HR Conference 2026 is here. Western Region, are you ready? Join us on 30th April 2026 at the prestigious Western Serene Atlantic Hotel, Takoradi, for the 5th edition of the SEDAT HR Conference. This edition will discuss authentic employer branding, purpose, people, and public trust. Gain insight from Felicia Opoku Felicia, Head of HR and Administration, Taka Ghana, Kwame Afre, HR Manager, Talo Ghana Limited, and Mami Ekia Gezi, Managing Partner, 565 Consulting. Keynote address from Honorable Joseph Nelson, Western Regional Minister, and our special guest of honor, Nana Kobina Nketia V, Oman Healing of Isikado Traditional Area, and President of the Western Regional House of Chiefs. Are you a CU, HR professional, corporate communication executive, business owner, or a corporate leader? Then this conference is for you. Registration is opened in person, 1,150 Ghana cedis, virtual, 1,250 Ghana cedis. To register, visit hrconference.sedatconsultlimited.com or call 0591405555. Transform your workplace, strengthen your people's strategy, and lead with impact. This edition of the SEDAT HR Conference is brought to you by SEDAT Consult Limited in partnership with Western Serene Atlantic Hotel, Good News FM, Cambridge College of Excellence, Revia, My Health Corp, HR Network, SHRP, Sky Power, Humanova by 3S Technologies, and Women Incorporated. See you there. The SEDAT HR Conference 2026 is here. Western Region, are you ready? Join us on 30th April 2026 at the prestigious Western Serene Atlantic Hotel, Takoradi, for the 5th edition of the SEDAT HR Conference. This edition will discuss authentic employer branding, purpose, people, and public trust. Gain insight from Felicia Opoku Felicia, Head of HR and Administration, Taka Ghana, Kwame Afre, HR Manager, Talo Ghana Limited, and Mami Ekia Gezi, Managing Partner, 565 Consulting. Keynote address from Honorable Joseph Nelson, Western Regional Minister, and our special guest of honor, Nana Kobina Nketia V, Oman Healing of Isikado Traditional Area, and President of the Western Regional House of Chiefs. Are you a CU, HR professional, corporate communication executive, business owner, or a corporate leader? Then this conference is for you. Registration is opened in person, 1,150 Ghana cedis, virtual, 1,250 Ghana cedis. To register, visit hrconference.sedatconsultlimited.com or call 0591405555. Transform your workplace, strengthen your people's strategy, and lead with impact. This edition of the SEDAT HR Conference is brought to you by SEDAT Consult Limited in partnership with Western Serene Atlantic Hotel, Good News FM, Cambridge College of Excellence, Revia, My Health Corp, HR Network, SHRP, Sky Power, Humanova by 3S Technologies, and Women Incorporated. See you there.
Yes. Hello, good afternoon. From where I sit, Akwaba, welcome everyone. Today, we are diving into something truly vital for our growth, both personal and professional. I want to seize the opportunity to welcome all of you and thank SEDAT Consults for this opportunity. I'm actually thrilled to be given the opportunity for us to discuss this topic, not later than today. It is well placed that we discuss this topic. As in the social media everywhere, everyone is looking at or to see how to publicly speak, gain confidence to speak, and all that. And so Sadat Consults has done a yeoman job, and kudos to Madam Patricia Abenakisi for this awesome platform. I'm actually thrilled to be given the opportunity to lead today's discussion. Today, our topic is centered on building confidence at the workplace. Building confidence at the workplace. It isn't just feeling good. It's about empowering ourselves to learn how to speak, how to lead, and also to thrive in our various careers that we have found ourselves in. My slide, please, can I? Okay. Let's get it a bit bold so we can. All right. Now, somebody will ask the question, why this topic? Why this topic today? It's interesting to let you know that I want us to look at data from Gallup State of Global Workforce 2023-2024. It's interesting to know that 54% of Ghanaians report daily stress at work. This is to say that more than 50% of us every day report stress. And thankfully, to today's program, we are going to find a solution. And to let you know, the solution is simple. The antidote to that is because we lack confidence. And that is why I mentioned earlier that it's rightly placed for us to discuss this topic, not later than today. Because we lack confidence in almost every activity that we undertake, even within our personal life, it puts a lot of stress on us. And so the Gallup State of the Global Workforce 2023-2024, the data is telling us that more than 50% of Ghanaian workers report daily stress. We are going to dive into that very well and see how we can offload the stress from ourselves. But the simple antidote I want to share with you, which is what rightly placed in the topic, is because we lack some form of confidence at the workplace. Now, 24%, it's only 24% that is reported to be flourishing at their work. Of 100%, 24% of Ghanaians are seen to be flourishing at their work. I want to deal with my people today, so please forgive me if I'm dealing with Ghana, because it appears that it's quite heartbreaking when I got the information or from the center that over 50% of us report daily stress and only 24 of us are reporting flourishing at work. Sadly, the last I want to share with you on this data, sadly, is that the most stressful country for workers in the sub-Saharan Africa is Ghana. I mean, Ghana plays the fourth. When you talk about the countries that report stress, when you rate the countries, Ghana plays fourth in the sub-Saharan Africa. And that is so sad. It means that HR and ourselves have a lot of work to do when it comes to that. And that is why it matters. It matters that today we have to look at how to build confidence at the workplace, because the antidote to this stress is because we lack some form of confidence. And so our objective at the end of the day, we are looking at building ourselves up so that we will be able to lead as far as we have gathered confidence. We will be able to speak up at meetings. We will be able to thrive in the things that we do. So our objective, we'll look at some form of introduction. We're also going to have why it matters a lot. There are some barriers, the practical actions we have to take, and that is very, very dear to my heart because I want us to pick a thing or two from here and to ease down the number 54 to go down so we can be well placed and to be seen to be flourishing in our workplaces. Then lastly, we will be looking at some action plans that we have to start now. We have to start now. Preparation is key. Now, the data I share with you is what we are seeing here. So, not looking too good for our country, but the truth is that as long as you are on this platform and we are going to digest this topic together, we are very hopeful that after here, we are going to start right away working on ourselves and to get the number reduced if we are part of this number. So as a way of introduction, I want to say that one important key to success is self-confidence. And an important key to self-confidence is preparation. What it means here is that you cannot be confident if you have not prepared. If you have not prepared, you cannot be self-confident. Now, building confidence is empowering you to lead, to speak up, and to thrive. As long as you are able to speak up, you will be able to provide that leadership skills. You will be able to thrive in all the things that we do. Now, we are saying that being confident at the workplace is in a mix or a cocktail of activities. And to put this together, we're saying that we have to be looking at the capabilities, your capability, your preparation, your communication, and your mindset. Now, to talk about capability, we are looking at the competencies and the skills. What are the competencies and the skills that you have for which you have been recruited? You have a skill, you have gone to school and have acquired some knowledge, and you have worked elsewhere, so you have some skills and competencies practical to yourself. And so that organization have tailored out an advert and said it's looking for an accountant, it's looking for an HR, because you have done a course in that. You have done HR course, you have even maybe charter in ICAG, so you have the opportunity, you think that you qualify and you place your CV through, and thankfully to God, you are fortunate to be given the opportunity. So you have what it takes, you have the competence, you have the skills, you have it to be able to deliver on that job. That is why you are given the opportunity. Now, if you are given the opportunity, it is not enough for you to come and sit down to say that, this is my job role, and so I dwell on that and that only. That will say that you are being effective at your work, which is very good. You are being effective at your work. Very, very good. But we want to dive into becoming confident. So to become confident, we want to move out of being effective to efficiency. And somebody will ask the question, what does it take to become efficient? Efficiency is using the little resource available to you to come out with a great goal or a target that is set for you. I mean, going out of your shop, going out of the duties that you are given, or even the duty given you, doing extra and attaining extra results. Then we say that you are being efficient. And being efficient, it means that because you have the skills, you have the capacity, you have the competence to do that, you are going to use something we call the 5 M's. If only they are available to you and you have the skills and competency, you see that you do this with ease and there is no stress that is going to be on you. Why? Because you have what it takes to deliver on that. You didn't come with only your certificate to come and sit down without building on your skills that you have acquired earlier. So the 5 M's, we are talking about manpower, we are also talking about machine, we are talking about method, we are talking about material, and the lastly, money. So when all these resources are made available to you, you will be sure that you should be able to be efficient Effective is good, but you will be efficient at your work. And if you are efficient at your work, can you imagine that you are given to do A, you are given to do A within an hour, and you are able to do A. In addition to A, you have added some form of B, or there's an addition to that to scale up what the goal that have been set for you. You will be excited, you will be happy because of the success, and your manager is watching, your colleagues are watching, they are hailing you. That alone release you of a lot of stress. So when they are looking for somebody to do that thing, you see that everybody will be pointing hand at you. That no, give it to Christy. Christy will deliver and deliver on it very well. That builds your confidence and reduces your stress at the workplace. So when we talk about capability again, I want to go in there. We have looked at how to use our skills and competencies to gain that and being efficient. Let's look at Ketsy University of YouTube. I want to mention that don't just grab your certificate, come and sit down, and because you know how to do bookkeeping, and that is what you concentrate on, and that is all. No, you need to build on the skills that you have acquired. Today, we talk about 3 forms of work. And the first one is hard work. We're talking about soft work, and we're talking about network. We are long living what we call hard work. Hard work, we are long living that space and entering the soft skills, the soft work. So doing soft work means that you need to acquire soft skills. So acquiring of soft skills, you don't need only your organization to train you. You need to train yourself. You need to prepare yourself before even the opportunity meets you. So you get to YouTube, put your job role there, equip yourself, prepare yourself, get knowledge for yourself, and make your capacity, enrich yourself with capacity so that anytime they need somebody to do that thing, nobody will be called except you. And that builds your confidence so well. So you see, it is not only YouTube. Today we have AI in various forms. You have Chat GPT, you have Allison courses, and many other platforms that you can jump onto to learn for free. But what it means is that you want to build on your skills and capacity that you came with into the work. Then you can't do this without preparing yourself. You see, so when you wake up, you have told yourself, you prayed for work, God has given it to you, you attended the interview, you performed so well, and so you are given the opportunity. We say that God has given you the job. Those who bear with me, those who believe in God, you say that God has given you the job. And so when you get to job, when you get to work, when you get to the office, you sit down. Before you even get to the office, you have to prepare yourself. At the close of every year, we go for 31st night and people pass a lot of resolution. You see that the resolution gather only dust. We don't visit the resolution. So the year ends and we have not done anything about that resolution. In fact, if you want to build confidence at the workplace, I want to challenge you to go out of your shelf to prepare a plan for yourself. You need to prepare a plan. And here at Dowd Microcredit Limited, where I work, before you get to work by 8 a.m., you are expected to prepare the plan for the day. What are you coming to do? We don't want you to be a social loafer. Please don't be a social loafer. Don't prepare your plan for the day. Know exactly what is required of you. And it is not enough to prepare the plan. But close of day, you should mark yourself to find out whatever agenda you have set for yourself, if you have been able to attain it or not. With this, it means that you are building yourself up and you become so equipped, you become so fluent, you become so good in doing that work, that goal, attaining that goal, so much so that it's admirable out there. All other people are looking out for you, and that is how you build the confidence for yourself. You need to prepare. You need to take up some course. You need to reread. You need to increase your knowledge. It's not enough to sit down. After 2 years, you have to be looking for how to equip yourself, how to increase in knowledge. And you should, in preparation, you identify exactly what you want to become. And because you want to be extraordinary, you want to be unique in the sector. Many people are selling plantain. But you will sell your plantain in a very beautiful way, in a nice way, because you have taken a different dimension of it. And that places you at an advantage position. And everyone wants to buy from you because of your branding, because of how you prepare it, because of how you carry yourself. It didn't just come from anywhere. It is because you have prepared yourself. So you see, it doesn't matter the competition at the workplace. It doesn't matter the competition in the market. It doesn't matter the competition where you find yourself. Because you have equipped yourself, because you have prepared, because you have a plan that you are working with, you know exactly what you want to deliver on. Be sure that you are going to be champion over there. And they are looking for somebody to promote. Be sure that you are the one that is going to be called as far as that aspect is concerned. Why? Because you have long prepared yourself. You are not waiting for organization or HR to tailor out training before you go. And even if you go and come back, you come and put the notes down. You don't go back to revise it. Please, that will not let you build your confidence. We are talking about building confidence at the workplace. You should be able to prepare yourself. You should be able to face the challenge at the workplace and reduce the stress level to the minimum bearable. Now, you can't do this without communication. You see, you cannot win alone. You need to communicate to somebody. You need to have a mentor. You need to have somebody to look up to be able to speak to the person. Ask your colleague. You see, failure is not the final destination. It's actually the feedback. When you fail at it at the first time, please consider it to be a feedback. Go back to it and retake that again, and be sure that you are going to be successful at it, and you will thrive, and you will be seen to be extraordinary in the performance of that particular task or that duty. Now, lastly on this, I want to mention that your mindset is very important. Your mindset, very, very important. You see, when you take your mind to positive things, it yields positive results. Let's do away with the negativity. Oh, as for me, I can't do it. As for me, I'm feeling shy. As for me, this one day is too hard. No. Set your mind to positive and make sure that you drive on it and you are going to go through it successfully. So if you tell yourself that the role I have taken upon, I want to perform even better than the one I have taken over from. I want to make the department look very juicy to management, to the board, and to everyone. You take up that task on yourself. And because you have prepared your mind, you have set your mind up to it, be sure that you are going to be successful at it. And so building confidence at the workplace, the cocktail of it, I'm saying, is that you need to have capability, you must prepare, you need to communicate, and your mindset cannot be left out. Now, in Ghana here or many other places, we talk about the imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome, moving from imposter syndrome to cultural difference. Now, what holds us back? We mind so much about people than ourselves. And unfortunately for us, in a way, our culture too is a way that relay us back, especially we women. So this role is not for women. This role cannot be performed by women. No. Last week or last 2 weeks, we had on this same platform, we had Madame Yvonne telling we women how confident we should be to take up some role. And she has made us understand that even though the office space was not made for women, today, courtesy the advocacy for women and the bill that is passed in Parliament, we can do a lot, and women are doing a lot. In fact, it is seen that under that round table, if there is no woman, it seems not to be complete. So where are you placing yourself? And how are you taking advantage of that? Let us do away with the imposter syndrome, both male and female. Let us do away with the imposter syndrome and also minimize the culture differences on us so much so that we will be able to thrive. Now, we are saying that many Ghanaian professionals, especially women and young graduates, feel unserving of their roles despite strong qualifications and proven competencies. You have what it takes, but because of our culture setting, you see that you are hiding away. They are calling you to come, but you say, no, I'm not ready to come. You call people at meeting and you ask them to speak up. And they have so much brilliant ideas with them. But unfortunately, they can only whisper it into somebody's ear. They cannot be bold. They cannot be confident to speak it out. Today, we are learning that there's so much stress that we complain about. It's because we lack confidence. And so we want to come out of our shells. We want to speak confidently to the issues so that we can ease down over 50% of the stress that we bring upon ourselves on a daily basis. The next one I want us to look at is the fear of failure. The social stigma around failure in Ghanaian society makes professionals risk averse and reluctant to take initiative or pursue stretch assignments. Then we have spoken about this. Out of fear, we are not able to come out so much. We are not able to voice out the ideas that we have. The position is available. You have what it takes, you qualify. But out of fear, lack of confidence is making us not to come out boldly to face and to take up the challenge. Hey, me, I can't do it. Oh, hey, this is too hard. Oh, who told you it's too hard? Is it not human being that did it? You can do it. Give yourself, set your mind up and throw the challenge to yourself. Be confident with it because you have prepared. Even when you are sleeping and you are called upon, you see that because you are prepared, you'll be able to deliver. So kill that spirit of fear and wear the garment of confidence and deliver and take the position and take that promotion because you'll be able to do it. You see, because you can't do it alone, you have a mentor, you speak to somebody, you call a senior, you have classmates, right from JSS, SS, secondary school, professional level, you have networked. You have a lot of network. Are you using your network? Today, I'm throwing the challenge to you. We can be more confident than we are today. Let us go out there, work with soft skills, and let us work on our networks, and we will be proud of ourselves and the people out there. The next one I want us to look at is cultural difference in authority. Ghanaian workplace culture emphasizes respect for seniority, which can discourage young employees from voicing ideas or challenging the status quo. That is the biggest problem that we have around. So, and it is not coming from the workplace per se. You see, brought up as a child from the home, right from the time we are giving birth, we are told that as for elderly people, they don't go wrong. They don't go wrong. They can't get it wrong. It's only the younger ones that can get it wrong. So right from our brought up, we have become so timid in a way. We are not able to speak out because you are told that, hey, daddy cannot get it wrong. Mommy cannot get it wrong. Hey, your uncle is older than you, so whatever he says is correct. That is the right thing. No. Knowledge, they say, is not in the mind of one person. In fact, the youngest child alone can, and we can see a lot of wonders people are doing. So let us rise above the occasion and respectfully air our views and deliver on what the brilliant ideas that we have, the ones that we have learned, the skills that we have built. Let's, with all respect, voice out at meetings, at forums that we are given the opportunity. Why? Because we have prepared ourselves. Yes, we recognize seniority. In our workplace today, there's what we call meba. You see, but today I want to believe that thing is dying off gradually. They can press you down. And what I mean by like those who are in the work for a long time, some people have worked for longer period before others have joined. So do you know it better than me? I know it. I was here before you came. No. Yes, it is true that you were here before I came. But the truth is that I have also built myself up. I have also prepared myself. And so let me share my view. Let me air my view and let us deliberate together. We will disagree to agree. And that will give us opportunity to express ourselves. And that builds our confidence up so well. The Last one on the barriers we want to look at is limited feedback. On this one, many Ghanaian organizations lack structured feedback. So even when we have the whistleblowing in our organizations, people are so scared. Hey, if I say it and he hear that it is me who has said it, but you have forgotten that what that person have done wrongly will affect everyone in the organization. So be confident enough. As long as you know that what your colleague is doing is not right, what that manager is doing is not in line with the policies of the organization, please be confident and have a good forum, a good method, a good preparation to deliver or to speak it out so that it can be curtailed. That person can be addressed and stop lagging back to say that we are, if I say it, they might allow the person to go, or they might terminate the appointment of that person, and the person will be bitter with me for the rest of his life or something. Please know that the one doing what is doing and knows that it is wrong, and that person will one day come and hail you, will come and thank you for helping him or her get out of that. Maybe you are saving that person. So why do you sit back? Why do you call in? Why lack of confidence is causing you not to be able to speak up? Please speak up. And the systems that are put in place, make sure you follow them and let us make our workplaces less stressful. Moving on from there, we want to look at some practical actionable steps to take, because we need to build our confidence to be able to take up that promotion, to be able to lead, and to be able to thrive. In fact, it energizes you so much so that you don't even know, because you are competent at what you are doing. At the call, when you are called upon, you don't have any fear. You are able to deliver perfectly. Why? Because you are so confident with what you do. You know your staffs. You know the right terms to use. Typical example, if you are looking at building competence and preparing yourself, we have spoken about it. So these are practical actions that you have to take. You need to build the competence for yourself. If you are a relationship officer, you are a manager, you are HR person, or wherever you find yourself within the organization, what we are saying is that it is not enough to have your first degree, your second degree, or even your professional to come and sit down. After that, you need to do some form of competence building, skills, scaling yourself up in skills, and also preparing yourself far ahead down for the next opportunity for you to take over or to meet you. Now, after building your confidence, we say that start with small, and consistency is what makes you win. You see, when you start today and tomorrow you don't continue, with time, you even lose sight of it. So you will forget what you have even started. How can you build on? You need to start small. Don't say that I have to get here before I can do my second degree. I have to get here before I can take my professional course. No, please, as long as you have taken that role and you have the room, prepare yourself, start small. Somebody will say that, hey, looking at my salary, I will not be able to pay for my fees to do my second degree. Please, I always challenge people. That is what you say. But the moment you enter, you will surely finish. The moment you enter, it doesn't matter the salary you are having. What matters is that you have the confidence and you are moving out there. Don't forget that people are looking for people who are ready to build themselves up and to help them. So you place yourself at that position and catch the eye of somebody and be sure that you are going to go through that course to add up to the competencies and the skills that you have. But you need consistency is what will make you win. Consistency is what will make you thrive. Consistency is what will make you make progress in what you have started. Now, improve communication and your presence. You see, at meetings, when they say they have management meeting or any kind of meeting or even webinar sessions, even as we are here today, don't just listen and go. Please ask questions. Make yourself visible. Let everyone know that you have come into that meeting. You are in the room. You exist. That is how you catch the attention of people. So if he had to take you to draft your question or your contribution, please put it together. Construct it very well. Rehearse it and make your presence more visible at any time, anywhere that you find yourself. That will help you to build your confidence so much. Ask and act on feedback. So you see, my staff, those who have positioned themselves, they will tell you, I have time intervals that I will ask you. Maybe I will send you a text message, or I want you to give me what to work on. So I ask, even my staff, I ask them to tell me what I should work on, the areas I should work on, the things that I'm doing that is not helping their work, or what do you think I should improve on? So when you ask and it is given to you, act on the feedback. The feedback given to you, you act on it. Have a mentor. You can't win alone. You can't do it alone. So speak to that mentor. Ask him to ask the person, your mentor, to actually teach you on how to go about certain things that will make you confident, like the things that we are talking about here. If your mentor should address you, he should be able to speak to you and tell you that, no, this area, Christy, you didn't do well. You can do it this way. And you act on the feedback. You act on the feedback, get back to the person. How do you think I have acted on the feedback? Is it going well or not? I remember getting one of the areas to become confident is when I have a staff of mine giving me a book in leadership that I should read. In fact, it actually built me up. It made me more visible. Reading through, I realized that no, I lack this. So you see, you position yourself that you can be giving feedback because you position yourself. Maybe the person cannot tell you on the face, but the person will even buy a book for you, give it to you, and you reading it, you'll be able to spot out the areas. If you are frank to yourself, you'll be able to spot the areas that you need to work on. And the moment you begin to work on those areas, be sure that you'll be more confident, because you are not going to make that mistake again. We fear that when we make mistakes, people will laugh at us. Please, if you don't make the mistake, you cannot get it correct. That is why I earlier on mentioned that failure is not the final destination. It's rather the feedback. So get it from me that failure is not the final destination. It gives you the feedback rather for you to work on and to become a better personality in speaking, in delivering of your tasks and all that is made available or where you find yourself. It makes you more visible. Now we find mentors and allies, which I have spoken about extensively, and I think we are going to do that. The next item to look at on the actionable plans or steps to take is manage mistakes and uncertainty. Yes, you are human. You will make mistakes. So when you are told, just take it in good faith, ensure that you work on it. If you have to get back to that person to explain to you, or even if he has a solution or an antidote that he can prescribe to you, why not? Don't think that because the person is your subordinate or your direct report or something, so you can know. So it's not only those who are ahead of us, but we can get even your younger child or the youngest child that you come across can easily position yourself that they can easily speak to you and for you to get something to correct. I always say that my firstborn, who is 20 years now, when he was 3 years, he came from school and he should enter the room. And so as mother as I was shouting, please come to the room. The sun is shining. The sun is shining. He said, no, mommy, we don't say the sun is shining. We say the sun is scorching. Can you imagine? 3-year-old boy. And I learned it from that time till today. He's now 20 years. He was 3 years when he corrected me on that. We don't say the sun is shining. We say the sun is scorching. I say, woo, thank you so much. So you see, you even place yourself in a position that your kids can critique the things that you say, and they are not doing it for your bad, but rather for your good, and for you to thrive, for you to be more visible and become more practical in the things that you do. And it makes you confident as we are looking out for you to be. So we're looking at practice assertiveness and boundary setting. So you have to be assertive at the things that you do, and that is what kills fear. But you must set a boundary for yourself. You see, the fact that you can allow your subordinate to critique you does not mean that there is no limit. You can just say it anyhow. No. But it's all boiled down on how you carry yourself, the kind of boundary that you set yourself. My staff will let you know that I play so much, but everybody know that there's a boundary, there's a limit. When you get in there, you can't cross. You have to stay within, beneath the boundary. So you need that assertiveness, and that will also help you to create the boundary, the limit, the setting for yourself. Now, we want to deal with taming negative self-talk. That's also the imposter feelings that we have. So you see, we want to portray to people that we are this, we are that. Meanwhile, we are not. And that is the imposter feelings that we normally have. But let us tame the negative self and bring up the positive self in us. So if you finish the work and somebody said that, hey, today you are looking so beautiful, please receive it. You are looking great, or you spoke so well, please accept it. Wear it, because that inner joy that you get will give you so much satisfaction, and will also even let you wanting to do that thing again. And so you see, as you wish and as you go back to do it again, the consistency is in place, all because you have tamed the negativity and have brought up the positive self in you. All of us have a positive self, and let us look out to bring the positive self. When you get it wrong, it is not the final destination, it is the feedback. Now, self-care and readiness. So people go to work, and when they are going to work and they tell you they are going to work, you wonder. Please, your appearance is very, very key. So you see, when you enter the room, or when you are given the platform to speak, when you walk in, the audience judge you. 55% is their judgment already before you start talking. It is how you dress, your appearance, how you present yourself is very, very key. And you bear with me that if you finish dressing and you yourself, you feel that you are looking good, it's a form of wearing confidence. You see that you are so confident in yourself. It even makes your walking change. So you see that your walking will change because you are feeling so good. And more to the point, you get in there and somebody says, "Ooh, I love what you are wearing. Oh, you match so well. You actually deserve this role. We can't wait to hear from you." You see that your confidence level will go so high. So don't underrate your appearance. So if your organization is not giving you dress allowance, or money to dress, please invest part of your money into dressing. I'm not saying go for expensive wigs, go for expensive clothing, but something that is neat and that fits you and that makes your appearance very, very cogent is what I'm talking about. So please, let us dress well, and that carries 55% of us at the appearance judgment of the audience that we appear to. Then you see, 35%, 35 to 38% is what they judge with what you talk about. Then the 7% is the difference that we see. So please, your appearance is very, very important, as that is even more than 50%. You haven't spoken, no. You haven't held the microphone. You have not started your presentation, but you have been judged 55% already. So you see, if you are not appearing well, you realize that you are down already. Your confidence level is very low. You will know, but if you don't take time, you will not be able to deliver. So let us take very good care of ourselves. Be ready all the time for, if you have to sit in the mirror and present your slide over and over and not even know how you are going to stand, how you are going to hold the microphone, and how you are going to manage the stage usage. That is the readiness. So we said that we prepare yourself. We have learnt it earlier. You are capable and preparation come on board. Your communication and your mindset will take you there. We're looking at action plans. We continue with the action plans, and I want us to look at this because confidence is not a personality trait. It is a skill that can be developed through deliberate practice. So you see, nobody is born with confidence. Nobody is born with it at all. It is a skill, and you must have the mindset. You must prepare, you must be ready to develop yourself deliberately so that you can gain that confidence for yourself. And that is what we are discussing today. So we're saying that as Ghana's economy grows and the professional landscape becomes more competitive, confident professionals will lead the transformation. So people will ask the question, hey, these young people that are entering into politics, some of them are even under 40 years. Why? They have the confidence. They have built themselves up. They have prepared themselves. And they know how to communicate. They have also set their mind up that this is what they are going to go into. And so it doesn't matter the age. So you see, it doesn't matter the age. Because you are so confident, you step into that role and be sure you are going to perform. So I want to say that let us invest in our skills. It's very, very important. Be mindful of feeding your brain, equipping yourself, and ensuring that you are learning something new. The soft skills, please jump onto them, especially the ones you need for the role that you are performing is very, very key. So you see, if you know how to use AI to generate your report or to prepare your minute or to do this, you don't need to go through the stressful moments to report that you stress so much. There will be a difference between you and somebody who is preparing that minute manually. In the first place, the manual person cannot finish within a day or two. Even if you finish within a day or two, it means that person have done some all night. But can you imagine you knowing the tool to use to prepare your minutes? If you are the administrator or you are the secretary to take that minute and to prepare and to deliver on. Within minutes and seconds, slotting it in, you have gotten your minutes well presented, and you can see how your bosses will be applauding you for the good work. Why? Because you have the soft skills. You have acquired it for yourself. And it makes the work very, very less stressful for you. And you become more confident. So you see, anytime they need somebody join the meeting to take minutes, because you are able to do it efficiently, not effectively. You are able to do it efficiently. You realize that you are always called upon. So that will create opportunity for you. Could you imagine if the meeting will be held at Dubai, or they are going to the US, or they are going here? You will be called upon to join, and that creates the opportunity for you to experience what is out there just because you prepared yourself ahead of time. So let's pursue continuous learning, such as certifications, workshops, daily reading, build mastery and self-confidence. So you see, before we even zoom into this, SEDAT HR Digest, we are advertising that we are having a conference, and look at the renowned resource personnel that are being brought on board to come and speak to us. Take advantage of it. Attend webinars, attend trainings, build your confidence up, and you will see that you are well placed and positioned for that role. We are talking about how to build confidence, and one of it is that we need to invest in ourselves. Let's not wait for company to invest in us. Company will do this, but what are you doing for your own self? You must love yourself by investing in yourself, building your knowledge deliberately. Now, secondly, we want to seek mentorship. Find a mentor who challenges and encourages you. No successful professional got there all alone. We have had enough of this. I also spoke about speaking up. Let us contribute in meetings. It doesn't matter where we find ourselves. So you prepare your question down, if only you know the topic, or once you sit in there, you don't want to make a mistake because maybe when you made a mistake, you think that you'll be laughed at. Please pen down your points and go through it and make sure that you deliver on it to make yourself visible in that room. Embrace failure. I have said it time without number that failure is not a final destination. It is rather the point that you are picking up. There's a feedback that you are going to work on for you to become a better person. So here we are saying that treat setbacks as feedbacks. Every successful Ghanaian leader has a story of resilience and recovery. In conclusion, I want to say that if all else fails and you find your confidence at work flagging, remember what Christopher Robin told his good friend Winnie the Pooh. You are braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And I intentionally put this one, I mentioned it within, but kudos to Madame Patricia Abenakesi. If you don't know her, she is the CEO of SEDAT HR Consult. She's a fantastic woman that is impacting the world and his generation, granting us or permitting and giving me the opportunity to share or to lead this discussion. One of her quotes says, progression often goes to those who position themselves as ready. How ready are you to become confident? You must prepare yourself. You must have the capability. You must communicate. And your mindset must take you there. Thank you so much for your attention. This is where I draw the curtain on this, and I will want us to take some questions, and if there are. Thank you.
Amazing. My apologies. I had network issues and dropped off at a point,
It's
but I was able to
fine.
join in. And it's been such an insightful session. Less than an hour, and you've shared so much. Wow. I would want to just highlight on a few things, but let's take a few comments and questions from our audience. If there are any questions, I see Prince watching us from Accra. Thank you for joining us. Rebecca Ishan watching from Takoradi. Thank you. Christabel from Accra. Thank you. Monica Tete says hard work, soft work, and network. Right. Monica again says she's watching from Volta region. Thank you for joining us, Monica. Najil watching from Tema. Thank you for joining us. John also joined from Akosombo. Thank you so much for joining us. Jerry says great. And Monica again says she's highlighting a few of your, this was your rounding up session where you're saying your preparation and mindset will get you there, right? And Efia also says, quite impressive, learned something new to add to my books. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much for the insights you've shared with us. You highlighted that building confidence is a mix of capability, preparation, communication, and mindset. And a key highlight from the mindset bit was that you have to stick to a positive mindset to yield positive results. And you also quite a lot of practical steps that you've shared. I can't go through everything again. I would admonish everyone to make time to watch this stream once again. You highlighted one of the key practical steps that you highlighted was consistency. You said consistency will make you win, will make you thrive, and it's only consistency that will enable you make progress. You also spoke about improving communication and presence, where you spoke about preparing questions when you enter certain spaces to make sure that you get the insight that you require. You make yourself known, and you highlighted on feedback. I think that's such a very vital key that you shared, especially about positioning yourself such that anyone can, give you a feedback. It's such an important key that everyone should take note of. And you highlighted severally that failure is not the final destination. It is just a feedback, a feedback that you need to take action on. And I think one other thing you highlighted on in terms of feedback was how that when you take an action on feedback that is given to you, you can go back and let whoever you receive the feedback from that this is what I did and this is what I've come out. This is the result of what I did as a result of your feedback, and that's so important. Thank you so much. Confidence is not a personality trait. It's a skill that can be developed through deliberate practice. This is just so much insight from you in less than an hour, and we are so grateful. I believe a lot of people have learned something new and they can begin to put to work immediately. Once again, this is the SEDAT HR Digest brought to you by SEDAT Console Limited, your trusted HR partner. And our conversation today was on building confidence in the workplace. I think just one question here, Madam Christiana. To what extent does workplace culture influence employee confidence? And how can HR professionals measure whether their culture is building or breaking the confidence of their employees?
Okay, thank you so much. So, workplace culture tie into the values of the organization. So, in the first place, you want to ask yourself, what are the values of the organization that you work for? And so, if you understand the value of the organization, the values of the organization, that's the core values, the corporate values of the organization, it will help you to be able to determine how your confidence will be built out of from there. So sometimes we don't we don't make time to go through and to understand the values and the culture of the organization. We see it on the surface and think that that is what it is. But there are more to it than we think.
Right.
And that is also one thing I tell people, that don't just join organization. You
Right.
must first of all ask yourself, what are your values? So the organization you are joining, the culture and the value, does it relate? Does it tie into yours before you join? So if the culture of the organization is not one that you can be confident, then I think that you are the wrong place. But you can also serve as a change agent for that organization. So how do you serve as change agent for that organization? It is about building your skills and competences so you can, and having confidence, so you can approach management and say that, oh, I have a discussion. Having joined you for maybe this period, I have studied this culture and I think that it is good, but I have a suggestion to it. I want to present it for you to look at, because you want to be a change agent and you think that that will work out for you. So first of all, before you join the organization, I want you to first find out, what values do you have? And the organization you have applied to that is giving you the opportunity, does it have the value they have? Does it tie into yours? And if you get in there, please ensure that you understand dito vividly what that culture is. And I think that it should help you build confidence, because no organization is looking out for employees that are timid.
Right.
Every organization wants to thrive. And so looking out for people that will give them new knowledge. So sometimes the roles will come up, the vacancy will be created, even though you can promote from within, because you want to add new knowledge. So you recruit externally. so that
Right.
the new knowledge will come and add to what you have to be able to blend up. So that organization needs you. If you think that the culture is not the one that you can build confidence in, I want to challenge you to go out there, build confidence, put your point together, meet the right person, discuss it with it, and be sure that you are going to be confident, and that will make you more visible in the presence of management and within the entire organization.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Right. I see Afia Darko watching from Community 22. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to all our audience. Thank you for joining today's session. And we believe that it has been so insight. So there has been so much insight shared, and it's going to be of great help to you in your organization, in your professional life. Right. Once again, this is brought to you by SEDAT Consult Limited, your trusted HR partner. If your organization is looking out for help in terms of talent acquisition and recruitment, you can kindly reach out to us and we will support you. If you are looking out for staff outsourcing, compensation and benefit management, training and development, recruitment and executive search, event management, ushering services, employee engagement, you can reach out to Sedat Consult and we'll be willing to support your team, right? And we also have a few programs coming up, and you want to make sure you participate in this. One of the key points that Madam Christiana shared today was on developing your skills, investing in yourself. And this is an opportunity for you to invest in yourself as a professional. This is the SEDAT HR conference, the 2026 edition that is taking place at Takoradi. And that will be at the Western Serene Atlantic Hotel. And the theme for this year's edition is authentic employer branding, where we are going to be looking at purpose, people, and public trust. And you want to make sure that you are in the room, as we have very impactful speakers who will be with us. We have Mami Ikia Gazy. She's the managing partner at 565 Consulting. We also have Kwame Afre. He's the HR manager at Talo Ghana Limited. We have Aisha Opoku Felice, head of HR and administration, Taka Ghana. And we have our special guest who will be joining us, and he's by the name Nana Kobina Inketia the Fifth. He is the chairman of Isikado Traditional Area and president of the Western Regional House of Chiefs. And we also have our keynote speaker, Honorable Joseph Nelson. He is the Western Regional Minister. You want to make sure that you are in the room. It's going to be packed, very insightful. You're going to be shown practical steps to ensure that you are enabling your employees, realize the relevance of joining your organization. We have a few trainings coming up as well. In the month of April, we have HR analytics, that is for strategic decision making, to enable every professional turn their workforce data into business results. This training is going to hold on April 8th to 10th, and it's at a fee of 3,600 Ghana cedis. You want to make sure you sign up for this training. The link has been posted on our platform, the comment section. You can click on it and sign up to be a part of this training. The link for registering for the SEDAT HR conference is also on the comment area. You can make use of that and register. Right. Thank you once again for joining us. I'm seeing Elizabeth. She says, great practical insights. Yes, really, really practical insights. Thank you, Mom. And Ike also says, amazing submission, Madam. This was very insightful. Thank you. That Microcredit Limited, well answered, right? The SEDAT Consult is also launching the Radio Career Launchpad. That's a 8-week program. You want to make sure that you are tuning in, you are signing up for the courses. The some of the courses that will be covered is the radio broadcasting, radio production, radio presenting, radio programming, studio mastering, news, reporting, investigative journalism. You want to make sure that you sign up for this, you tune in for this training that starts on the 18th of April 2026. The fee for this training is 3,300, right? And each session, each day is going to be 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Right. Thank you once again for joining us. And this was a session on building confidence in the workplace. And we had our amazing Madam Christiana, who shared quite a lot of insight, practical insight. The session, the SEDAT HR Digest, holds every Sunday at 4 p.m. We want to make sure you're always tuning in to have this wealth of insight as you just experienced today. Thank you once again for joining us. Madam Christiana, any last word?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I want to appreciate my staff out there doing amazingly. I want to say that if not for them, I wouldn't have found myself where I am, because you can't be a leader without direct reports or people helping you. So shout out to all that microcredit staff, both past, new, and present. I say kudos to you. Thank you so much. I highly appreciate and cherish each one of you for what you have brought, for what you are doing, and how far you have brought me. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you for joining as well and to share with us. I believe that you have picked something else that you haven't heard from me, and today you have picked it from here, and that will go a long way to help you to build confidence. Then I equally want to thank the Women's Caucus of Microcredit Association, Ghana. Thank you, all those who were able to join. I want to believe that you joined and you have listened to me as we have shared some insights on how to build confidence. I appreciate SEDAT HR consults so well. Last year I was here, and this year again we've had the opportunity to share what we have. Thank you so much, Madam Patricia Abenakisi. You are doing so well. You are an inspiration to some of us, and we are aspiring to be like you. Then to the crew and Madam Supernatural, you are awesome. Thank you. I highly appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Anna Christina. I know we've run out of time, but there's a question here, and I think we should just take it very briefly. Rebecca says there are so many factors that hinders one's confidence at the workplace. When you are outspoken and don't compromise on certain things, people see you as rude. How do you go about this?
Wonderful, Rebecca. That's great. So you see, because you are outspoken, I mentioned this in my presentation. People will think that those that are speaking against you, they know what you are doing is the right thing. So please keep the consistency. Give yourself time, and those people will come back hailing you. You see, if you fail at it because they are not confident enough, or they cannot be able to take the lead to initiate, when you initiate, you have people sitting on the fence, you have people criticizing, and you have many people that will not join you. But be consistent and tell yourself, if only what you are doing is in line with the organization policies and procedures, please keep your consistency and keep doing the right thing. The people, even if they leave out there, you will one day hear them say that you are the right person, you did it right, and that is why you are where you are. So please don't be broken by anyone's word. Just ensure that what you are doing is the right thing, and keep your confidence.
Right. Rebecca, I believe you've been answered. It looks like we need part two of this session.
That'll be
it's,
fine.
it's
Maybe
been really
the part two will be the question, only questions.
only questions.
Yes, some little presentations for maybe some 20 minutes. Then you give room to people to share. I did mention a lot before I started that the topic is very, very vital and true for ourselves, not only personal, but professionally. This topic, we need it personally and professionally. Why? Because people are struggling to speak out there. People are struggling to be confident to they have a lot of good ideas, but they're unable to share. Because somebody will talk about, like Rebecca is saying, because somebody will talk about it. Last week, or no, last 2 weeks, I had one of my staff called me and was crying. Can you imagine a man? He was crying. Madam, you see, so I did it this way, and everybody is against me. I say, hey, keep your confidence. You are doing the right thing. Remain calm. Continue with what you are doing. Give yourself time, and those people will come back and hail you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Stay consistent, everyone. Consistency will make you win, will make you thrive, right? Thank you once again for joining us. We'll look at having another session where you can ask more questions and your questions will be answered. Madam Christina, thank you once again, and thank you to everyone who joined us. We will be here live Sunday, every single Sunday at 4 p.m. Thank you. Once again, this is brought to you by SEDAT Consult Limited, your trusted HR partner. See you on our next episode. The SEDAT HR Conference 2026 is here. Western Region, are you ready? Join us on 30th April 2026 at the prestigious Western Serene Atlantic Hotel, Takoradi, for the 5th edition of the SEDAT HR Conference. This edition will discuss authentic employer branding, purpose, people, and public trust. Gain insight from Felicia Opoku Felicia, Head of HR and Administration, Taka Ghana, Kwame Afre, HR Manager, Talo Ghana Limited, and Mami Ekiagezi, Managing Partner, 565 Consulting. Keynote address from Honorable Joseph Nelson, Western Regional Minister, and our special guest of honor, Nana Kobina Nketia V, Oman Hinin of Isikado Traditional Area, and President of the Western Regional House of Chiefs. Are you a CU, HR professional, corporate communication executive, business owner, or a corporate leader? Then this conference is for you. Registration is opened in person, 1,150 Ghana cedis, virtual, 1,250 Ghana cedis. To register, visit hrconference.sedatconsultlimited.com or call 0591405555. Transform your workplace, strengthen your people strategy, and lead with impact. This edition of the SEDAT HR Conference is brought to you by SEDAT Consult Limited in partnership with Western Serene Atlantic Hotel, Good News FM, Cambridge College of Excellence, Revia, My Health Corp, HR Network, SHRP, Sky Power, Humanova by 3S Technologies, and Women Incorporated. See you there.